What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy El Parcero Philly, and I of all things sports and culture in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. Today, what you're about to watch is an interview with myself alongside Union midfielder number 16 heading into his third season, Jack McGlynn. I was blessed enough to have some time to catch up right before the season. So we had a great interview. It's not too long here, but some great insight as, Jack seems pretty relaxed, seems to be in good spirits heading into this season. A lot of expectations for him, so it's definitely was refreshing to hear his mood. So what we're going to do, this interview in particular will be rebroadcasted not only for my personal podcast streaming sites, Oi and Philly Sports, but this will also be broadcasted by Duke by the River. So if you're watching this through Duke, or I'm sorry, if you're listening to this through Duke by the River or through Oi and Philly Sports, thank you so much. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button for more Union content. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the interview with the man himself, Jack McGlynn. Let's get it. All right, Tuperas y Tuperas joining us now here on the guest line. You know him very well, donning the number 16 shirt for our Philadelphia Union. Please welcome on in our guy, Mr. Jack McGlynn. Jack, what's going on, brother? Welcome on in. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome stuff, man. Listen, Jack, first off, how you acclimating yourself back to the Philly weather, man? You got that good clear water sun, and I see the tan on you, brother. How you adjusting there?
Today was freezing, man.
Dude.
Everyone's bundled up, but tomorrow's supposed to be nice, but the game's like 30 degrees, so that's going to be tough.
Dude, it's weather. I can't keep up with it. Like, you wear shorts, do you wear your hoodie? I just can't keep up with it. And I'm sure for you, man, training out there, it's been what's the difference for you, man? It's with the cold and the warm. What's the main adjustment you have to make there?
I think I'd rather honestly play in cold because it lets you run more, to be honest. Once you're cold, you just want to move more, you know?
That is true. That's the only way of getting warm, Jack.
Exactly.
That's so true, man. But listen, Jack, you have been a big part of this club for the past 2 years. We've had a lot of success. Eastern Conference Final appearance, MLS Cup appearance. Obviously, we didn't get all the way to the end there with the championship, but you had big parts of it. And so what I want to ask you here first, what is this offseason compared or if there has been any change to last year's offseason after a heartbreak?
I think it's just, for me personally, the hunger to win because we've been in the final now. We've seen what it takes. We've come so close. So I think I've never been hungrier personally to get there again and win. I haven't stopped working since we got back from LA. I mean, no one wants it more than us, I think, this year.
Yes, that is so true, man. You guys gave it all your fight. I mean, obviously, after that 1-0 goal, and I really feel like after that the free kick goal that went off your back there, I really felt like you really bounced back well in that game, man. And those are the type of moments I feel like that really strengthen you for the future, man. And you're still really young, which is really crazy to think about as well, Jack. But I mean, it's big, man. It definitely is big, and it's definitely preparation for heading into this season. But Jack, I kind of want to, get to know you a little bit, man. So for first question, man, it's very vague, but why professional soccer, man? Out of everything else, why professional soccer for you, brother?
My family got me into it. So my dad was a coach growing up, and my brother, he also played professionally. So I was kind of following in his footsteps throughout my whole life because I was just trying to be like him. That's my big brother. I want to be like him.
Absolutely.
And he's the guy I always looked up to and kind of wanted to beat and everything. You always want to be your brother. So, I mean, it's good to have that competition with my family,
Okay, so I do have to ask, who is this brother and where did he play? Because this is new to me, Jack.
Yeah, his name's Connor. He plays for Hartford in the USL.
Okay, very cool.
So I actually played against him like when I was in USL with Union 2. Yeah, so it was fun.
That is pretty dope, man. That is definitely dope there, man. So, Jack, your game is very pleasing to the eye. All right, you have this left foot, dude. Like the passes that you have been making. I think what really gets me is when you do these no-look passes, and it's like the vision on you, man. Like, so I want to ask, like, where does this left foot come from, and where did this vision on the pitch come from as well?
I would say it's just from training by myself and with my family growing up. I think I was never the fastest guy. I was always the smallest guy on my team. So, I mean, it just comes with, you need to have that if you're not going to be the most athletic, and my dad really taught me that from a young age. And it's the training I do. I would come home from school and I would go do technical work on my dad and my brother before my team training. So I think that's what really, really, really got it for me.
That's freaking awesome, man. I keep that up because you're definitely gonna go far with that one, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been a lot of fun watching that for sure, and it really has helped as well. Especially, when we're such a defensive-oriented type of squad, and having someone like you who's able to create in the attack, man, it is so beneficial. Now, Jack, we got some guys who can score, Ure, Gazda, Carranza, so it makes your job a little bit easier as well, man.
Yeah.
So I really want to ask as well, you just signed a contract extension. First off, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
But for you, what does that mean for you, man? Obviously, that's definitely big for the team. So for you, how does that make you feel?
I think it's obviously nice to stay here. I love it here, and then I think it shows their faith in me, and I think I have to prove that again this year. I proved why I earned the contract, and now I have to keep proving that to everybody, the fans, my teammates, the club, and just the whole league. I think just put them on notice,
Absolutely, man. We listen. We love to have you here. We definitely want to see you somewhere in Europe for sure down the line, but we'll accept you here, and we'll love to have you as long as we possibly can. But to that point, though, Jack, obviously, listen, people talk. Obviously, people overseas are starting to see you play. People here in the United States obviously know you very well with your youth national team experience as well. But for you, how do you kind of block out that extra noise, right? It's not just personally. Obviously, team expectations are bigger this year as well. So for you, how do you block out that extra noise and try to stay focused, keep those eyes at the end of the tunnel?
I think it's pretty easy for me. I think when I'm off the field, I try not to think about it a lot. I just kind of talk to my friends. I live with some of my teammates, so I think it's just we kind of all have a good relationship. So it's easy to kind of forget about it,
So who are these lucky roommates that you got on this team?
So I live in the same complex as Matt Real and Nate.
That's sick.
So we always hang out and play Call of Duty and FIFA, and I beat them all the time.
You're not TikToking with Nate?
TikTok?
You're not TikToking with Nate? I see Nate's TikToks here, man.
Nate loves TikTok. I don't got the dance in me.
So next time, first off, that Houston goal last year was beautiful. When you score a goal this year, I'm saying when, not if, when you score a goal this year, do we have any good celebrations? Anything we've been thinking about here, man?
I don't know. I think it's just the arms curl. I like that one. It's simple. It's cool, I think.
It's iconic. No, dude. So your iconic moment is PK's Nashville. Ice in the veins. We'll never forget that one, man. That was definitely iconic. That's something we got to put on a T-shirt, Jack. That was definitely dope to see as well, man. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to work on some other iconic Jack McGlynn celebration. Of course. We'll definitely get that in there for you, man. But talk about a little bit of this midfield. I just talked to my fellow podcasters, and dude, this midfield room is the most stacked we've ever seen. So kind of what can we expect from this midfield group this year?
I think we have so much depth that I think any one of us can start a game and we'd come out on top. I think we have 8 or 9 guys in there that could start on any MLS team, and I think to have that in one group, especially with the amount of games we're going to play this year, I think that's going to be really beneficial for us because we're in 4 or 5 competitions. I think we can make a deep run in all of them with that.
Anything you've been doing differently to prepare for all that? Because, I'm sure Jim's going to rely upon you a lot for a lot of these matches.
I've been doing a lot of the same. I've been working on speed and agility and a lot of the defensive side on the ball because I know that's what I need to work on, and just keeping sharp offensively because I know that's what I bring to the table,
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Obviously you've been playing a lot on the left-hand side. Kind of want to ask you because it feels like a lot of past couple of years you've been interchanging with Leon Flock. What's the relationship like with you and Leon?
Yeah, we're really good friends. I think on the field we both know what we bring. It's completely different. It's one drastic change to another. Say I come on off the bench. It's very, very different. But we both know what we bring to the table. We both know what we're good at. Off the field, we're really good friends. We always make jokes with each other. So it's a good relationship there. You
guys are closer in age, so it makes it easier to connect with. Awesome, man. So I want to ask real quick about the newcomers in this group. Andres Pereira, which I'm excited being Colombian American here, and Joaquin Torres. What have you seen so far? What makes those guys good enough to help us here in this upcoming season?
I think they're both very special players. Andres is a great two-way player. He brings a lot of depth. Say Ali Bedoya is hurt, he can step in there and do a really good job there, and just he's going to be great to have for the future too because he's really young. And Joaquin's a very special player. He's really good on the ball, really technical. He's a guy that loves to play 1-2. So I personally love playing with him. I always interchange with him. So it's fun to play with him for sure, and the fans are going to love him.
I'm excited for him as well. When we were looking for a replacement for Corey, it's like, what are we kind of expect? You're kind of expecting something
Mm-hmm.
similar, but Joaquin gives a different dynamic. You just talked about a lot of soccer replaying, so I'm excited for some different looks. I'm sure Jim's got something up his sleeve. We won't ask about it because we want to keep that competitive edge, but that's definitely something we are excited for. Some different looks here, especially different roles that you may be playing in this year. Last question here, Jack. For you, this is what now, your third year with the first squad, right?
Yeah.
What are some personal goals and what are some team goals that you are having your eye out this year with?
I think personally for me, I'd say more goals than assists. I know I'm capable of a lot more than one goal. I think it's just getting in the right spots for me. And assists, I know I can create a lot of chances, and just we have the guys to finish it now. So I think just at least double digits of both like combined. I think that's a personal goal for me this season. And as a team, I mean, MLS Cup's our only goal. I mean, we know we can get there. We know what it takes. And obviously being in a lot of competitions, we want to win some of those too. We want to make a deep run in Champions League and Open Cup and all that because we have the players to do so.
Absolutely, man. Listen, Jack, I'm so excited for this year. But we do one thing we do need to change, Jack, is it's go Birds over go Giants, right?
Right now, yeah, for sure.
Awesome stuff.
Otherwise.
Hey, it's all. Hey, listen, we understand, Jack. We like to play around here for sure, man. But listen, Jack, seriously, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day with us, man. Best of luck to this season, man. Get some more goals over those assists, man, and we'll catch up throughout the season, brother. All right.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jack.
And that'll do it. Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much again to Jack McGlynn and the Philadelphia Union for allowing me the time to talk to Jack. I'm a big fan of Jack's game, and I'm so excited for the future for him. So getting some time to get to know him and asking him some questions was really pretty dope. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are ready for the season as I am. We got more content coming for you either through my platforms or, of course, through Philly Sports Network. So make sure you guys are subscribed and following through all the platforms as well. Thanks again to Jack McGlynn. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name El Parcero Philly, and I'm telling you guys,